All right, another training week in the books this week went really well. So the top set here of safety bar squats, 160 kilos or about 350 pounds. The way that this works is a set of 8 at an RPE 8 and then some drop sets from here, dropping it about 7%. Now for these, it's really tough for me to gauge RPE on these sets because we're doing 8 reps per set. And as part of this, I do get very fatigued and tired, but I'm not sure if that's muscular fatigue or if it's more aerobic fatigue where I'm just out of breath because I'm not used to doing this many reps. So I tend to play it a little bit coy on this and hold some in the reserve. So this probably wasn't a true RPE 8, but it felt very tough at the time and I felt pretty gassed. And the reason I do that is because that's not my main movement for the week for squatting. So it's more of an accessory movement. My main squatting day is Thursday and I had a lot of work cut out for me on that particular day. My earlier in the week, the way the program's currently set up is more volume early on, and then as we get towards the end, we shift more to competition style movements for less reps. And even though that volume work is really important, I also don't want to overdo it on those days just because I am kind of saving some up for the end of the week. And the way that my work schedule and travel schedule has been and just a lot of other things going on in my life, I want to make sure that I prioritize those main days instead. Now, what you're watching here is just some block pulls as part of this because it's an accessory movement, as I just got done saying. I've actually decided to use some straps on these and go double overhand for these grips. I'm not really concerned about my competition grip here just because, again, it's more of an accessory movement to work on certain things. And in this case, grip isn't one of them, so I'm not too worried about it. So I don't mind breaking out the straps. And this is one of the few times you'll actually see me wearing pants because I do not like wearing pants. But one of the things I do like are these tempo bench work that's on my second day of training. I have found that my bench goes a lot better when I kind of slow it a little bit down in the hole, if you will, or at least till I bring the bar to my chest and then I'm able to power through. So those tempos of 2, 1, 1 have worked really well. Now, talking about my main set of squats, as I alluded to earlier, this was a very tough training day for me. 217 kilos or about 480 pounds for 4 sets of 4. I haven't gone this heavy in a while. It's roughly about 77% of my current estimated 1 rep max, and these destroyed me. The lower back pumps on these were real. And then leading into my last training day, my main pulling movement from the floor, 215, wasn't necessarily heavy in terms of stuff that I typically do, but I was just very exhausted from the previous day's training, so I was really glad to get these 3 sets of 4 done. Then that brings us to my last set of bench for the week, and that's just 3 sets of 5 with 259 pounds. These felt pretty good overall. Also did some assistance work throughout the course of the week, just not showing you at this time because it hasn't changed, but maybe I'll show you next week. In the meantime, hope everyone has a great weekend, and as always, thanks for watching, and stay big.